The Planet Zoo 2 Zoopedia is here. We got it a few days ago and now I'm excited to check it out and dive into the animal screenshots. I'm really excited to check this out with all of you. The Zoopedia is one of my favorite parts of Planet Zoo in general because I love learning about animals, and I think that including the Zoopedia in the game is actually a great opportunity for educating players and for us to learn more about these beautiful animals. So let's dive in. Here we have our beautiful animals that have been revealed in the Zoopedia so far, including the secretary bird, which we can see here. We're going to dive into the screenshots this time. Also, I want to mention that I love this jumping animation of the little crates, and I love that we have different crates or boxes. Okay, we start with the African penguin. I love penguins in general. The first baby that I had in Planet Zoo was actually a penguin. Her name was Mackenzie, I remember. Penguins have a special place in my heart in this game. And now let's zoom in and let's check out this model. I think the feathers and the texture on the body, when you zoom in, I think it looks a lot nicer. Also the shape, you can see the beak over here, the reflection, the materials, the eye as well. I think the eyes are full of life in these animals, and that is something that I always like to highlight. I think you might have seen that in my previous videos. I always highlight how the eyes of these animals in Planet Zoo always look alive, and that is something that you either get right or you get wrong, and Frontier it always gets it right with the eyes, I think. Now let's check this out. You can also see the individual feathers over here. Beautiful. I think you can even see the ruffled texture. And I love the grass as well. This is also something that we should consider. The grass over here looks amazing. We have different grass lengths. Then let's go to the African savannah elephant. What can I say? Look at this. The elephant looks beautiful. If we zoom in, let's zoom in even further. You can see even the eyelashes look beautiful. Look at the texture on the ears. You can see the I think this is a vein, because elephants they use their ears to remove heat, to dissipate heat, and they have this intricate network over here, and that is very nicely represented. The wrinkles, also the tusks over here, the overall the texture, they look like the spots, brown spots, or the wear out. I think that is the word. They're worn out from the elephant's life and everything that has been in contact with the tusks. It's not perfectly white or perfectly yellow, and it's so beautiful. I also love the environment, the trees and the grass. Everything looks really nice. Also, let's zoom in on the legs over here. Look at the wrinkles, and the wrinkles also seem to be reacting to the animal's movement. They're deforming. You can see here they're stretching because the leg is stretched, and I just love that sort of details. You can see it over here in the skin as well. Really, really nice. Then we go to the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful axolotl. I love the axolotl. The axolotl is beautiful. It is a critically endangered animal. There are only a few ones left in the wild, and they're really amazing, really. If you want to learn more about the axolotl, you can find more about the axolotl online and in the Zoopedia, but it is an amazing animal. Let's check out the model. You can see here the eyes. I love the reflection in the eye. I absolutely love they've really captured the essence of this animal. Also, this part over here, it looks so beautiful. Also the pattern, notice that the pattern is not solid. It has some sort of spots and a gradient of different colors, and I think they've captured it amazingly well. Now the big question, the elephant in the room. Will axolotls be in exhibits? I do think that they will be in exhibits, and I do think that exhibits will be improved or upgraded, because the team has definitely proved that they are listening to what we ask for, and they have been upgrading almost everything. Even the staff rooms, the staff buildings have been upgraded. So why not the exhibits, which are a core part of the actual animal gameplay? So I do think that we're going to get some sort of exhibit upgrade. Then we go to the blue and gold fusilier. This is a beautiful fish. I love the color. Look at this. This is beautiful. Also the eyes. I think they did an awesome job here on the eyes of the fish as well, which would be challenging because they're I think a different texture or a different like sort of feeling from the eyes of terrestrial animals, but they really capture that. Also the transparency in the fins over here, they look amazing. Like you can see the color is more like opaque or dense over here, and then you can see it becoming more transparent as it goes towards the outside. Also the scales, they look beautiful. The gradient in the colors, also the transparency over here. I love the transparency. I think they did an amazing job because that also involves illumination, because we can see the background and the light going through it. And technically, I think that must have been our true challenge to implement over here. So yeah, kudos to the team in that. We also see this fin over here, really nice and transparent. So let's continue. Then we see the European bison. Beautiful, like the fur is 100% like improved, I think. You can even see the hair as being like hair. You don't see a solid texture. You see the hair and the individual, almost like the individual strands over here also hanging from the, like a beard. You can see the horns over here. You can see the little hairs on the back, and I think that is beautiful. You can also see like the bone over here. The whole body structure was really nicely implemented. Also the tail. If you can see here, let's zoom in, you can see the individual hair strands on the tail. The animal models are looking awesome. Now, I also want to highlight this foliage. I love these flowers and I'm planning to use them definitely where I can. You can also see them here better. I love them. Really, I love them. I think the foliage is a huge part of what makes Planet Zoo an amazing game, and in Planet Zoo 2 it's looking even more amazing. Like, I think we can even create like wildlife documentaries with this level of accuracy that they're giving us in the foliage and the animals. Beautiful. Now let's go to the golden eagle. The golden eagle looks amazing as well. Let's zoom in. I love that we can see like the individual feathers. Look at the feathers, look at the texture and how they are interacting with the light, because that is calculated. That is something that we usually, like in the world, we take for granted, the illumination and the effect of light. But in a game, you have to program things, you have to implement shaders, you have to like think about the technical aspects of how the light will be calculated. And in Planet Zoo 2, I think they're doing an amazing job. I also love the lighting, like the improvements they've made to the lighting in Planet Coaster 2. And I think in Planet Zoo 2, they're going to continue improving on that. Here we can see, look at the beak, look at the eye, how it's like, has that reflection with the light. And you can almost see like this is a threatening animal. This is a predator. And I love that feeling that they've captured in the animal. And let's go here, let's go down, let's see what we can find. I just love seeing the feathers. The feathers are looking amazing. And we see more foliage over here, which also looks amazing. I love how the trees are looking like 3D. Like you don't see flat textures, like leaf textures on the trees. They're actually looking 3D and with different like lighting interacting with them. Then we see the secretary bird. The secretary bird is another beautiful, highly requested animal from the community. I know that this was at the top of the wish list, and I think it's a beautiful animal. Like you can see here, let's go here. You can even see like the individual hairs on the eyebrows. How amazing is that? Look at the beak. Look at the wrinkles here on this part between the beak and the eye. Like it's beautiful. And also the transition into the feathers. Like the feathers, they look amazing. First, the feathers on the head, but also the feathers here on like the body. You can see the transition from like thinner feathers or like almost looking like hair, and the thick feathers that we can see over here, like larger feathers. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Then we see the golden lion tamarin up close. And this one is looking like beautiful. Again, I can't stop saying it. I love the eyes. I think the eyes, the reflections, how they are looking at you really make the animal feel alive. And that's something that I will always highlight in Frontiers models when they look like this. They are so beautiful. We can see like the little like hairs that you can see here in the muzzle. Like it's beautiful. Then we see one of my favorite animals so far in what we've seen so far, the great hammerhead. the great hammerhead shark. It's beautiful. You can see it over here. Like, what else can I say? It looks like a threat. It looks like a predator. And I think that is part of why it's so excellently like implemented. Also, look at the reflection here, the light interacting with the water and how it's reflected on the actual body of the animal. I think that is something that will bring a lot of realism to the gameplay. Also, notice here like the little spots on the fins over here. Then also the teeth, really threatening teeth. You don't really want to mess with these teeth, really, please, thank you. And we also see the eyes. Again, you know that I'm a fan of these eyes. And well, what can I say? A beautiful, beautiful model that I think captures the real animal amazingly. And also I don't think we've seen any swimming animation so far, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it in the game. Then we see a beautiful fish called the Longfin batfish. I'm excited to learn more about fish and about birds with the game. And yeah, I think this fish is beautiful. They've captured like the pattern over here. Love the transition, the gradient. Also like how you can see the scales. If we zoom in, we can see like the scales, the tiny little scales over here. Like also the tail. And I love seeing the animations because animating the fins is a huge work. Like also coordinating their movements and making them feel natural and actually like having the schools of fish moving together. And it's a challenge, but I think they've done it really nicely based on what we've seen from the footage of the aquarium, which was amazing. Again, the little eye looks really nice. It looks alive. And yeah, what else can I say? Amazing. And talking about amazing, I actually thought that this was a picture from a National Geographic documentary. Really, like the photorealism that they've achieved, the quality in the animals is amazing, beyond what I ever thought could be possible for Planet Zoo 2. And it's just beautiful. Like you can see this animal is so threatening. You can feel the danger almost, I think. When I saw this, I immediately like said, wow, amazing. Like I never thought this was Planet Zoo. I thought this was National Geographic, really. Also the fur quality. You can see the hairs over here. You can feel the texture of the furs. You can see the individual whiskers. The quality of the modeling as well, the model itself, the proportions. I think they got everything right. Also the muscles. You can see like the muscular strength of this animal in the animation as well, in the pose. Like everything was captured so nicely. And I'm so happy to have the Sumatran tiger in the game. And that brings us to the end of this overview. These are the animals that we've seen so far in the Zoopedia with the new screenshots that we got. And I'm so excited to be sharing more with you when we get the new reveal for the Zoopedia for the new animals that will drop in just 3 days from when I'm recording this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be sharing more Planet Zoo 2 news and videos on my channel. So please, if you like this video, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.